Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the new 12-volt fridge I'm using in the back of my Jeep. This is an ICECO VL45ProS. I've had it for a few weeks now, so I'm pretty much just going to tell you my overall impressions of what I like and dislike so far and what I've done to make it work a little bit better for my purposes. All right, before we get started, if you guys want to pick up anything I'm going to show you today, I will leave links in the video description down below. Otherwise, let's take a look. So I've actually had a few different refrigerators in the back of the Jeep now. I started out with a really large Dometic CFX 75 dual zone fridge, and that was really nice, but then I realized I didn't need all that, so I downsized to a Dometic CFX 345, and that worked out really well for me for, I don't know, maybe the last 6 to 8 months. But now you're probably wondering how I ended up with this ICECO VL Pro 45S in the back of my Jeep. Well, full disclosure, ICECO did reach out to me. They sent an email asking if I wanted to try one of their refrigerators. And honestly, at first I wasn't really that interested because I already had my Dometic CFX 45 fridge, and it was working out pretty well. But then I actually looked at their lineup and I saw what they had to offer, and there were a couple things about this fridge that really had me sold. And one big thing in particular that just absolutely convinced me. But to start, I think this thing just looks really nice. I really like this black outside design. I like the little dial right here. I like that it has 2 USB ports. That's huge because when I'm at the back of the Jeep, you know, hanging out, it's really nice being able to charge multiple devices right from the fridge. The Dometic did have a single USB port, but I really like this one has 2. And then the big thing, and this is honestly what convinced me the most, was the lid. So if you're like me and you spend any amount of time in the back of your Jeep just kind of hanging out, me especially because I have the Ursa Minor top with the goose gear plate system, and I'm on the road a lot, so I'm, you know, constantly just hanging out back here, or if weather's rough. So it's an absolute pain in the butt having a refrigerator that opens this way or it hinges straight back, because you're constantly, you know, if I'm back here, I can't just, you know, open the lid and grab something. I have to come all the way back and pull this lid open and then kind of try to get inside. So what was huge for me was simply, oh, the fridge turned on, being able to that's huge. And what's cool is you can actually open it from either direction, or just take it all the way off. Bam. See that? ICECO. So yeah, that was pretty much the #1 selling point for me, and that's why I made the switch, because that is just so much better. Being back here in the Jeep, like, I've had really windy or rainy days where I've spent almost a whole day just hanging out in the back of the Jeep in bad weather, and it's going to be and it's already proven to be so much easier just when I'm cooking at the back of my Jeep. I love being able to do this. This is great. Dometic does have a fridge. I think it's their 50 or 55 liter where the door opens this direction, but I don't need a fridge that big. If anything, I actually need a smaller fridge. If ICECO would have had a 35 liter or a 30, I probably would have gotten that. But yeah, I just absolutely love that. And it's super easy with this latch. You just press in and bam, love it. Looking at the fridge with the lid open, you can see the interior has this, like, I don't know, nice like aluminum feeling, metallicized side cladding or whatever material that is. I left a gallon of water in here just so you could see, get an idea for the depth. So if it's in there, no problem. You could easily fit 4 of these gallons of water inside of the fridge. We have this basket which is removable. Let's see, there you go. So say you wanted to pack all of your goods inside the house or wherever you're at, you know, before you go, you can put all your stuff in here and then load it into the fridge. And then yeah, pretty nice. You can see we have our drain plug down here in the bottom, so if you need to clean the fridge out, you can just pull the plug and then rinse it out. Yeah, overall pretty nice. See the lid. I think it's kind of a nice little touch. They have this like little, you know, I don't know, sticker here that shows the recommended temperature for certain foods. We have our ICECO logo, and then all of like the, voltage and amps and whatnot. Yeah, overall pretty nice. Something that I did notice was kind of different, I crawl through the Jeep here, is if you look at the fridge, the raised portion is on this side, and this is also where the dial is. And I guess in the past, from what I've used before, like on my Dometic, the raised portion was actually on this side and the compressor was over here compared to the dial being on the same side as the compressor. So just, something a little bit different. Doesn't really make any difference at all, but something I noticed. But yeah, pretty nice. And of course we have our LED light right here that comes on whenever the lid opens. And this isn't holding itself open. I'm actually using a bungee cord. Yeah, pretty nice. Overall, I like it. Another thing that I really liked about this fridge that was a huge selling point was the price. Even though ICECO gave me this free of charge to try out, I really like that this fridge is only $700. When you compare it to some of the other major brands like a Dometic in the similar size, the 45 liter, you're talking $1,050 last I looked. Gosh, an ARB, I saw they have a 50 liter, which is the closest comparable, and that's like almost $1,200. That's crazy. So when you look at $700 versus, $1,000 or, $1,100 or $1,200, I think this is just a really great budget fridge for anyone who needs, like a 12-volt cooler for their Overland build or their off-grid property, or or for the living the van life, whatever you're doing. I just think it's a really great price. The handles on this fridge are actually really nice. I wouldn't call them stiff, but they don't just flop around, and they have this nice like knurled metal handle. Gives you a nice like positive grip. Yeah, really like it. Something to note is they are 100% manual, so they're not spring loaded like some other fridge manufacturers. The dimensions of this fridge are roughly 28 long by 18 high by about 16 wide. And for me, and I think anyone with a Jeep or, a quote Overland vehicle, that makes it a pretty good fit to put right at the rear of the vehicle. And it gives you really good access, especially having this little dial right here. This ICECO display on the back or front of the fridge, depending on your perspective, is pretty nice. I still have the protective plastic on it, but you can see that here we have our battery monitor or the protection. So it basically gives 3 different voltage cutoffs. I have it set to the lowest because, I'll never run out of power. We have a simple on-off switch. To change this, you just bam, bam, bam. Okay, and then over here we have our max or eco mode. So I had it just set to the max mode. Once again, you just hold it down. And I found this thing was just like cranking, like running non-stop. And I guess that's if you want to cool the fridge down rapidly, or say you put a lot of warm stuff in the fridge and you want to cool it down, you would put it on max. But if the fridge is already at temp, then you want to just leave it on eco. And then of course, and I know this is kind of flickering a little bit. I'm not sure why it's doing that with the camera, but here we have our temperature setting, or our temperature gauge, and you can just change that super easily, just up, down. I keep it set at about 34. And then when the compressor's on, you'll hear it, but it'll also, oopsie, there we go. This little red light comes on, and I think that means that the compressor is going to kick on. And then I think if you want to change from Fahrenheit to Celsius, yeah, there goes the compressor, you just hold these 2 down, and there we go. But I like to keep it Fahrenheit. And then of course, something really nice that they did was they put a DC plug on both sides, both the front and back, or vice versa. And I'm going to show you the other one in a second. And I really like that because it gives you even more versatility for how to plug this in or connect it to electricity. Then of course we have our AC plug, and then of course our dual USB. And I noticed if you want, you can just easily take this off. You can see it just has a couple like little, like pushing things right there. And I don't know, I'll probably just leave this on, but something to think about. Yeah, overall, really nice, clean design. I really like it. And then, like I was saying, it's really nice because they put a 12-volt DC plug on both sides of the fridge, or both ends. So it gives you, multiple options, especially because, 9 out of 10 times these are gonna be mounted in a vehicle. So it's nice having multiple options on how you can, connect this. And I think that this is probably something that you'll start seeing on the, the more major fridge brands in the future. So one thing I think that ICECO could improve or change with this fridge is the 12-volt plug they include. You can see I haven't even used it. Don't get me wrong, it does work fairly fine enough, in a 12-volt plug. Like, it doesn't come out super easy and it holds decently enough. But for someone like me who's, constantly bumping down roads and whatnot, I don't want this to accidentally come dislodge and there goes all my food. So let me see if I can get a good view of it here. What I'm using is the existing cord from my Dometic fridge that I had. You can see I have this ARB socket. This is pretty standard between ARB and Dometic fridges. They both use like the same type of little threaded insert. You can see what this does is it actually screws in place and it's very secure. There are just these two prongs. I don't know how well you can see that, but the plug can only go in one way. And then, let's see if I can get in there. All right, and then you just screw it in place. So if you want to pick this ARB wiring kit up, it comes with a run of 10 gauge wire, which I've run straight to my auxiliary battery, but I will include links in the video description for this wiring kit, and then also the separate plug which Dometic sells. Well, I think ARB and Dometic sell them, but just much better, and it has the same exact 12-volt plug. All fridges pretty much use that for their 12-volt connections. Another thing that I really like about ICECO is just all the stuff they give you with the fridge. You can see here in this bag, we have like a tool with some extra bolts just in case something comes out. We have our 110 plug for home, which is pretty much standard. Of course, our 12-volt plug, which like I said, I don't really like. But what's kind of interesting is they give you like all these extra corner guards and whatnot. Like if something cracks or breaks or falls off, you have like 4 extra corner guards and then the extra hardware to attach them. So that's kind of interesting, different and cool. And then they've included a whole extra handle, which I thought was really interesting. Like I've never seen anybody include like a whole extra handle before. So say it was to break or something happened, yeah, you have a whole extra handle. And then of course we have an extra drain plug, which I really like because if you've had a fridge before, those are actually pretty easy to lose, or even like these little O-rings. So yeah, not bad. I mean, everything that's included, kind of a lot. There you go. All right, guys, well, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found the information I gave you here useful. Like I said, if you do want to pick up anything I've shown you today, there will be links in the video description down below. But for now, that's it. If you guys did make it this far, think about giving this video a thumbs up. You can always give me a subscribe to help me out with YouTube's algorithm, and hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you guys take it easy.